Everybody, welcome to this day trade recap. I'm Susie Phillips, and today is November 7th, 2003, and we worked with two stocks today, and we took three trades for about $4.50 per share across the three trades. We've been able to find some pretty good trades even in this tricky market that we've been in, and if you're in the trade group, you're going to be able to take profitable trades every day based on the trade plans that I post for the group. Now, you'll see that these white lines here on my chart are part of the trade plan that I post for the group every day. These are profit-taking targets. For this one, this is the first stock that we traded. It was PXMD, and I posted this trade plan at around 6:30 this morning. I gave them these levels. So those were our profit takes. See, I posted it here and I was able to scalp to this first profit area right here. You either trade at a support level or at a buy signal. And for us, the buy signals are green candles. See how these are green? With a green bar down here at or above support. Okay, now our support levels can be these white lines, or they can be a moving average, which this blue line, the solid blue line here, is a 50 EMA. So that's a support level. As you can see, right after opening bell at 7:32 this morning, we had actually 7:33 this morning, we had this candle here. These were showing red to green a couple of times, but they ended up being red candles. My stop loss, I draw it. This is this pink line right here, this horizontal pink line. That will be previous low tail from where I see the signal. This was my stop loss. If the trade didn't work out and the candle closed below this line, I would exit at a very small loss. Otherwise, I'm going to go to this target level, which my risk to reward made a lot of sense there. It was a greater reward than there was risk. This line, this pink line, was my risk. So I was risking almost nothing right there, and my reward was great. So entering here, and this one did halt quite a bit. It halted on just about every candle. So it took a little longer than it looks like. I was able to get in at 7:32 this morning at $6.32. My target was $9.78. That's a really nice profit take, but I actually got out at $10.03. So at 7:54, just before 8 o'clock, so about 30 minutes almost, a little less than 30 minutes, I was able to make $3.71 per share on that little trade. It took some nerve to stay through the halts, but I knew that once you're above support and you have strong buying candles, it will make your targets. So that was the first trade, a half an hour trade for $3.71 per share on this really cheap stock. It was a good little trade. The next trade wasn't quite as big of a deal. I'm a little bit familiar with this stock. I have traded it in the past. This is BYU. I posted the trade plan for this one at 9 this morning, way back here. And it was at a target. See this white line? See where price was? It was right at a target. So you don't buy it when it's at a target. You have to wait for it to pull back to support. So here we were waiting for it to pull back to support, and I did get in here on this candle. I had a green candle, but I didn't have a green bar here, but it was above support, right? This blue, solid blue line. So I felt pretty good on that, and I knew it was just going to be a little scalp to this line where it had previously already hit. So entry at $2.44, knowing that it's just a little scalp, because I try to take three trades per day. So this was my second trade for the day, and I was going to get out at $2.65. That one worked out just great. Got out at actually $2.69 at 10:08 this morning. So another 30-minute trade. Then again, I'm looking for a green bar with a green candle at support, and here we had it here. Zoom in here. Do you see what I mean? This candle was cutting through this blue EMA, the 50 EMA. My stop loss was going to be this pink line. I drew this so that I would see where my stop loss is. I just chose the previous long tail, not this one. I wanted the longer tail, the recent low, which was here. So if price dipped and closed below this pink line, I would get out at a small loss, right? So that gives me, I can see my risk to reward. This would be my risk. I knew my reward was going to be this line. When you kind of visually can see that it's going to be a greater reward than risk, then you're going to go ahead and get into that trade and take it to your target, keeping in mind that your stop loss is going to be here or a candle closing below that line. All right, so I got in at $2.65. This was my third trade of the day. My target was going to be $3.15. I actually got out at $3.19 right here on this candle at 10:32 this morning. And so that was only about a 10-minute trade. All in all, I had about an hour and 10 minutes worth of trading this morning for about $4.50 per share between the 3 trades. These 2 trades on this one stock were 72 cents per share on a really cheap stock. So that's really good. We did really well this morning. Again, if you need any help with your trading, if you want to be able to trade the most profitable stocks that are going to move and give you good profits every day, and be able to have somebody tell you where price is going to turn well in advance of the stocks making the move, and be able to identify support and resistance, because that's key for all of this. Hey, join us. We'd be happy to have you aboard in the trade room. We have a lot of fun trading stocks every morning. We focus on the most profitable stocks that make the most money every day. If you need a little help with that, check out MomentumStockTraders.com, and we'll see you there.